Hi friends, in this lecture we will study how to create a scatter brush. So I am having in this particular project some three sample files. I select the first image from here and I want to make a scatter brush out of this image. So what I will do is I'll click on the brushes panel over here, and after selecting the brushes panel I'll click on the new brush. So because a complex shape was selected, that is why now a scatter brush option is available for me. So I select the scatter brush and I click on OK. Now I get the scatter brush option over here, and I can decide the size, the spacing, the scatter and the rotation. Right now I am keeping it to defaults. I am not changing anything and I am just selecting OK. So my scatter brush would be created with the name as scatter brush 1. Now the brush is selected. Now I'll select the brush tool. I'll ensure that the scatter brush 1 which I just created is selected, and then I draw one sample line. So you can see the image has been scattered. Now if I want to alter this, then it is very simple. Ensure that your image is selected and double click on scatter. So in scatter you can adjust the size, you can make it small or you can make it big. So I prefer little small. Again you can select, see this side options are all ghosted. They will be available once you select random. So if you select random, then you can adjust like how the random should be distributed. Then you get the spacing between. So again I can specify the spacing as random, and I can decide the amount of spacing between them, and again I can adjust more spacing or less spacing between the trees. Then you have the scatter, and again I can select random and I can adjust a random scatter of the trees. Then you get the rotation. Usually it is better to keep a subtle rotation, so I select it random and keep a subtle rotation between 2 and 3. And the rotation, it is asking me, is it relative to page or path? If I select to path, then you will see how it rotates. If I select rotation to page, this is how it would get selected. Then there is a option called as colorization. I will select it as tints and I will select OK. It will ask me apply to strokes. I will say yes. Because I have selected tints, so any color which I select from here would get applied to the trees because I have selected the tints option. Now if I want to create with multiple trees, so I'll select trees of different dimensions and again click on new brush. Again I'll select scatter and I will select OK. So you can see multiple trees have been selected. I will select random, okay, and everything I'll make it to just random and I will select OK, and now I'll select the brush tool and I will draw a random image. So you can see because of the multiple brushes you are getting trees of different dimensions over here, and you can double click on them and you can adjust their sizes, okay, their spacing and their scatter and their rotation and the tilts. Once you have done that, you can say OK, and then you can just create random lines, and you can see very shortly you can make a forest. And again you can see the single trees also, and you can introduce them. If you don't want the tints, double click over there and say I don't want the tints, and then they will be like normal trees at different locations, and very soon a beautiful forest gets created. So friends, this way you can use the scatter brush. With this we'll end this lecture. See you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye.